Taurus, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into the energies around you, and then we will focus on the upcoming events in the near future for you. All right, let's start with your reading. Okay. Right. So, first of all, look at this, Taurus. Someone here is trying to portray themselves as someone who feels very different from what they actually feel right now. We see the Six of Wands, but right behind it, we have the Six of Cups instead, and there's clearly a performance here. Someone who is thinking, look at me, look how great I am doing. I am riding this beautiful, expensive bike. Everyone wants to say hi to me. Everyone wants to be with me. Look how great overall I am doing without you, perhaps. This person maybe has not realized this yet, but they are feeling pretty sad and at times even desperate given the current dynamic between the two of you. You see how this Six of Wands, which talks about passion, fun, and love, is actually in fact holding the energy of the Six of Cups, which instead talks about missing someone, missing the past, and overall feeling stuck in memories that are still very powerful on this person. This is something that if they try to control, it gets louder, and it gets to the point where if they ignore it throughout the day, they had a dream about it at night. So it's definitely very strong. This could be you, but for most of you, I feel that this is someone who's thinking about you instead. You, Taurus, might miss things about this person, but as a Taurus, your natural instinct is to look forward when a situation doesn't have a clear direction, clear intentions. And this person instead, whether you are aware of it or not, they are, as we were saying, stuck in the past, and also they don't feel very motivated to look towards the future, as if, there's nothing exciting out there. All I want to think about is the past, those memories. That's where I find happiness again. Most of their energy right now, it's not even going to the past or to the future. This is all in the present. So much of it is needed, in fact, to pretending that they are not thinking about you, pretending that they don't need you and that they're much better off without you. Given this image of themselves that they are happy and living their best life on social media, they keep saying it out loud, trying to convince themselves that that's the case. But as we see underneath the surface, there is something else going on, and the more they ignore it, the louder it gets, the more powerful it gets, and eventually it will have to be addressed. Now, in your present energy, I see a love offer that wants to come in, but it's blocked by conflict. Someone here who wants to show love, but at the same time is afraid that that connection, that attraction is not mutual. What I see right here, especially with the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Cups reversed, it's someone who is frozen by fear. And it could be you, but I still feel that for most of you, this connects to this person that we were looking into. And overall, a person who is usually blocked and doesn't take action, I feel that it sounds very familiar to you. This person never took definitive action. They were always leaving things up in the air, and you just grew tired of it. There was no beginning, no ending. This person was not in love and not in love. You right here are just thinking, you know what? If you're not going to fight for me and for this connection, why would I fight? I am going to leave, and it's best that way. Stagnation overall does not work for Taurus. I know that Taurus people are usually more willing to forgive than being stuck in a limbo where nothing happens. And at times here, you might have wondered, am I asking for too much, really? And the truth is that you were not asking for too much. Perhaps you were just asking the wrong person. Or were you? Because this person right now seems to be very much in their head. And in general, always afraid to make mistakes that cannot be fixed. They are a control freak, and also because of the way they grow up, I feel that insecurity is definitely one of the main elements and emotions within this person, and it's just very complicated for them to develop that confidence and trust in themselves that makes them behave in a different way. This feels like someone who is, I don't know, wanting to take a trip to drive from New York to LA, and they, at the beginning when they're leaving New York, they are already worrying about an intersection over in Hollywood. Are cars coming at my right? Who cares? You're not there yet. Take it one step at the time. And so wanting to always being in full control over the situation, guess what? Will make you stuck and will make you behave in a way that clearly, eventually, you're going to regret. And right here, obviously, there is an important message. What is love? Love is all about giving up control as long as there is trust. But if there isn't trust, there isn't love. I read this quote once that I loved, and it said, love without trust is like phone without service. And what do you do when your phone doesn't have service? You play games. And that's exactly what has happened here. You instead are on fire, Taurus. And I love this. Whatever you're doing right now is working. You're in for a period of harvest. All the sacrifices, all the effort you've put into situations in general up to this point are soon going to finally pay off. And here we see an overall improvement for you, from your home environment to your job, even to your career, but especially love-wise. You have a time coming up where you finally won't have to struggle about seeing results anymore. And God knows how welcome that is. Right here, you'll realize that once you put in the seeds into the ground, you also have to give up control. I do believe that that control message really applies to the both of you at a certain degree. And that's something that maybe you struggle towards at times. And this is all about releasing control, putting in the seeds into the ground, and then let time run its course. Let the sun and the rain make those seeds evolve into the expected beautiful results. And it's fundamental to know that you need both. The sun, positive and beautiful moments, as well as the rain. It's all part of the same journey to success and fulfillment. Now, in the near future, Page of Cups and Two of Cups, these energy are so emotional, so sweet, so beautiful. This person decides to start small, starting with the most basic concept at the base of this connection and at the base of how they feel. And that concept is a clear, simple one. I love you. Right here, someone just needs to start with that. Don't expect big things from them at the moment, at least. What they need to do right now, first thing, is to be honest to themselves. That's all. That's already big to them. With a page, you could easily receive a message out of the blue from this person, not even saying hi, not trying to start a conversation from zero. Instead, going straight to the point of what they wanted to tell you. I love you, or I miss you. The fact that they are starting the communication like this, it's also very indicative of their state of mind in the previous few weeks, months, because in their head, the communication between the two of you never really ended. Energetically, this person has been communicating with you all along, in fact. They never detached from you, Taurus, and perhaps they never will at this point. Things are going to get balanced again. I definitely see that for you, regardless that the two of you go back together or not. And overall, right here, what I love the most about these messages is that feeling of being abandoned, it's going to end. And you're not going to experience that ever again. Someone here is about to show their real feelings. They're still afraid, but they realize that they have nothing to lose if they already don't have you. And so right here, in a way, someone is realizing that ego does not exist. It's not something you can touch. It's not something that you can base anything on. And so a message is coming in, and it's going to be potentially the start of a very deep conversation. They are giving something up. Whether it is another person or a situation, a behavior, or their ego, someone is now humbled by their loneliness. And they're realizing that with their own usual patterns, actions, they maybe push away everyone who they love. And once they realize that, it's going to be like a switch, and it's going to allow them to really think about the situation a different way, act differently, and achieve different outcomes as well. I see here someone who maybe is going to stand up for you and for this connection, obviously. Going with the flow finally, without creating useless blockers along the way. So let's look into this upcoming energy. Let's see what this person will finally be able to admit to you. How much of their true self they are willing to show you, they're going to be able to show you, and how this energy will transform the overall dynamic between the two of you. Is this the beginning of the chapter of a lifetime? Or are you going to find yourself back to square one, Taurus, needing to completely rethink your journey once again? Let's see what's coming up in your near future and in your distant future as well. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Taurus, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well, please. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Taurus. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the future situation is the Eight of Pentacles. And to me, this is really them trying to find their way into this connection once again and finding the right way in. Because obviously, there are many ways that this person can show up into your life once again, but there is just one which can truly be successful. And with this Eight of Pentacles, I see them working on something, working on an idea, but also with this card, I see them getting something for you, creating something for you, perhaps a gift or something that will allow them to come in and just have an excuse to show up. There is something very smart about this move, and we'll have to see what this is going to be. But also, after looking into what this person is about to do, I want to see how your journey is going to overall evolve. We have the Seven of Pentacles here, which looks very exciting, very inspiring. And I want to see how your efforts are going to pay off, not just in the near future, but also in the distant future. What should you expect from this person and from the Seven of Pentacles as far as the rest of your life goes? Let's start by clarifying the Page of Cups, Two of Cups, and Eight of Pentacles over here. I knew it. Okay, didn't know that one. All right. Okay. So, prepare for a surprise. And that is really much